Hey guys, welcome back. I thought I'd share this my Biax scraper and flaker that I picked up about 12 months ago. So I live in Australia, which these don't come up very often at all. They're very hard to come by. So I got these on eBay out of the US. And yeah, so the scraper was meant to be good working unit, and the Flaker was as is, no returns. And yeah, and this turned out to be just a shattered bearing on the end of this. Works on the cam. That's all that was. But when I got it, I needed the scraper pretty much straight away. So and the brushes were basically non-existent. So what I did was I pulled both motors off and I did a motor swap. So this motor is the Flaker, and so I sacrificed the Flaker for the scraper, and yeah, it worked out. That's kind of what I was hoping for, to have two basically like the same model, so you can exchange parts. So that worked out well. And about 6 months later, I then got the Flaker going. So this, I didn't need to buy any parts for it. The gearbox, it all seemed fine, but the motor, the brushes and the commutator were worn. But as for the gearbox, everything was all the wobble, the adjustment, all that looked like new. The only thing that it really needs is for this, one of these pads is worn, and it really needs to be surface ground because I've got a bit side to side. But all the bushes, everything's all tight. So yeah, there are some good videos on YouTube that I watched them all at the time, but they seem to be not a crazy amount on this model, and they didn't go into, there was like bearing sizes. I don't think they went into that. So these are all the bearings, the motor armature bearings. So I've replaced in the yes, I've put all new bearings right through this unit. All the bronze bushes, they were all good. And yeah, so this bearing, and so this is what it had. So this is in the gearbox. So it had a 3202, and I got a 5202, which is apparently the same bearing. It's just I got it with the rubber seals on the sides. With all the bearings I got with rubber back seals. And also the other thing is that the fiber gear looked a bit worn. So when I did the motor swap, I swapped out the shaft, the whole shaft that this was on, and then when it came to rebuilding the Flaker, I bought a new fiber gear and I replaced it. So that's another thing is that I couldn't find any information on, was how to replace this fiber gear. And because I wasn't sure if it was meant to be glued or how it was actually held on, but I just pressed it off and I was able to press a new one on. So the shaft has little splines on it, which kind of engage in this. So yeah, it's a good idea. So it's I got the new one was the new fiber gear I got, which was just on eBay aftermarket. Man, yeah, it worked perfect. So this so it's got the new gear in it. The motor bearings, because they're all open, and yeah, no grease in them. So yeah, they're not the nicest to get off. One of them I don't think I had any video clip of it, but I think with this one I put in a collet chuck, and then I tapped the armature off that with a bit of bronze, and it worked out okay. And the other one I had to cut off. But yeah, it helps, when you go getting the bearings, it's nicer to have the actual bearing size. And yeah. And the other thing is, there was a gear that I wasn't sure how it came off. So I was, in the end, yeah, it's just a interference fit. Pressed it off, pressed it back on after replacing the bearings. So the bearings were fine. They just there's a slight notchy part when rotating it, so I just replaced them all. So all the bearings are being replaced. And yeah, once again, this has had next to no use. And yeah, these collars are not nice to undo. Yeah, but I'm happy with them. I've now got two good working good working scraper and a flaker. So the brushes, yeah, they're a nightmare. All I could find were these ones on eBay, and they seem to be not the best quality. The actual brush material seems very soft, and I'm not a real big fan. So I think you got a few clips where I lay the commentator to get it all nice and round and even, and I think with this I had to shorten the spring and also get them to match. So that's the original. So they're quite different, but it's working. So this has the aftermarket brushes, and this one, this is the original Flaker motor, it's like new, so brushes are still very meaty. And yeah, hopefully, I'm assuming they're just going to be a bit dustier, being the brushes being a soft material. Hopefully it doesn't do any harm to the commentator, eat it up or anything. So it's I've done a bit with it so far, and hopefully it continues to go good. The grease I use, which I just use this. I use this for my Bamboo Lab 3D printer on the lead screws, and yeah, that's all I use for that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's not the best. I was hoping just to supplement what's already out there with the bearing sizes and this fiber gear, but yeah, hope you enjoy it, and I hope it helps someone else to fix up theirs. Alright, thanks guys.